third time's a charm. Here's a third show in a row here for us at Pick Advisors. I got Right Cape back after his prop show. He's going to give out a couple NFL best bets here, and I pulled AM plus money away from soccer so he could bet another sport with the ball, and he's going to give out a couple plays also for this coming Sunday. So let's just get right into it. Make this short and sweet. Right, Cape? What's your first play for this Sunday?
My first play is the Saints plus 2.5. Saints are contrarian. Everyone's betting Brady, but the line is moving in the Saints' favor. I think it opened up at 3.5. So it's at 2.5 now. Tom Brady's 0-4 regular season versus Saints in the Bucs uniform. Tampa's offense didn't look great against Dallas, below average defense. Tampa offense is beat up, which I think is going to be a problem. Julio Jones is questionable. Mike Evans, Rashard Penniman, Leonard Fournette, Russell Gage, Tristan Wirfs. I know they announced Godwin's out. Donovan Smith is out. They got a lot of injuries here. I know the Saints got lucky to win against the Cardinals last week, but I think being at home and playing this team that they've just owned recently, I think Saints cover this. I'll also be sprinkling on the money line.
All right. Yeah, I think it would have been quicker if you just named the guys that were playing.
Yeah, right?
Instead of actually, yeah, and the Saints played the Falcons, didn't they?
Yep.
Last week. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
The Falcons choked it away, like the Falcons do.
Well, let's see. We got an interloper coming in here.
Oh,
hey.
Shit.
How's it going, Bowser?
Bowser?
Yeah. All
What's
right.
going on, fellas?
Not much. All right. AM, what's your first play for Sunday?
All right. So my first one, I'm going with the Jets plus 6.5. I think this is a perfect sandwich spot for the Jets. You got an emotional Cleveland Browns team coming off a big emotional win where they just wanted to beat their former quarterback. That's all they wanted to do. And now, they're coming into this game against the Jets, haven't been great over the year. I think they're going to overlook them considering they're playing on Thursday Night Football in a divisional matchup against the Steelers. They're definitely looking ahead to that with the short week. I think this is a spot they can get caught looking ahead and coming off the emotional one. I think it's going to be a bit of a letdown for them. The Jets offense, it was bad with Flacco, but Flacco is a veteran quarterback. I expect him to play a lot better here. When you look at what Jacoby Brissett did last week for the Browns, he didn't really do much. I think he threw for 147 yards total. So they got nothing done through the air. It was all Nick Chubb on the ground. And I think this is one where the Jets' run defense looked pretty good. I think they're going to be able to take the run away from Nick Chubb. And if this is going to come down to quarterback play, I would take the veteran washed-up Flacco any day over Jacoby Brissett after that performance last week. So I'm going with the Jets to cover the 6.5, and I think they even have a shot at catching Cleveland off guard and coming away with a win here.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I kind of like the Jets also. I think that was one of the plays I think I put in for our contest pick. So yeah, I'd go with you on the Jets there. Let's see if we get Bowser. See if he's got any sort of good connection.
Yeah, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
So fire away, Bowser. What's your first pick for Sunday?
It's a bounce back. Losing that to Pittsburgh, where really, I think what it came down is their long snapper, right? The long snapper getting injured was the reason that they lost that game. So I really look for the Bengals to bounce back without Dak Prescott. I think that team is. And in fact, if you look at last week when they did have Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboys is the only team down in week 1. So I don't expect that offense to be the Bengals. There's nothing there about the Dallas defense that says they should cross support. There's too many weapons. Higgins, Boyd, Chase, Mixon in the backfield. So I'm going to go with Bengals -7 here.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I like the Bengals also on that one. And I think, right, you like the Bengals also.
Yeah, I'm on that too. Dallas is awful. I think they were ranked the worst offense last week, and that was with Dak playing most of the game. So now we got Cooper Rush coming in. They really have no weapons. They can't score. They can't run. They can't pass. Their defense isn't great. All they really have is Parsons, and I guess Diggs is pretty good. I don't think they're going to move the ball. I think Cincinnati's going to be able to. They got Higgins back, so Joe Burrow's got all his weapons. I think he shakes off the 5 turnovers. And also Cincinnati covers on the road 9-2 ATS last 11 road games. So, yeah, I don't mind that it's a chalky play. I think Bengals win in a rout.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. AM, what do you got for us?
Yeah, so my next play is going to be on the Rams. This is just like you guys think bounce back spot for the Bengals. I'm on this bounce back spot for the Rams. This isn't just any bounce back for them. It's not they're not just coming off a loss in week 1. This is the first time Sean McVay has ever lost a season opener on the Rams, and not only that, but they got absolutely embarrassed as the defending Super Bowl champions at home in a Thursday night game. And they've been sitting on that loss for well over a week now because they played on that Thursday night. I just think something's brewing right now. They're playing a Falcons team that didn't play that great. They almost pulled off a win against the Saints last week, but they were at home in a divisional game. They were obviously going to come to play on that one. And personally, I don't think the Saints are going to be that great of a team with their Hall of Fame coach Sean Payton gone. So I don't think I thought the Falcons had a chance there, but going on the road here now against an angry Rams team that's got embarrassed in front of the entire nation, I think the Rams are going to lay it all out on the field here. I don't expect the Falcons to do much. Now you're asking Marcus Mariota to go on the road and put up a similar performance. And even then at home last week, they blew a big lead in the second half, doing what the Falcons usually do. So this is a game where I think the Rams are going to get up big and the Falcons have no shot of coming back or even scoring that many points in this one.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, Rams are kind of seems to be a favorite pick for people. Bowser, what's your last pick?
Last with the Green Bay Packers -10. I know -10 is, but the way that I'm seeing this game, it is literally a perfect storm. One, you got the Chicago Bears taking on the 49ers there, and they're 7-point underdogs. And the the Bears grind out a win in a slip and slide contest, where the Packers just got absolutely obliterated by the Vikings last year with Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers getting blown out by the Saints in Game 1. Looked like a completely different team. I think in this situation, you're going to have to where we're kind of expecting them to be one of the worst teams in the league. And I fully expect in this division game, Rodgers owns that entire division. He can't. The Packers can't go down 2 games in the division right away. I really like them to bounce back. Aaron Rodgers, I don't know the exact number, but against the spread blowout games is pretty substantial.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, I kind of like the Packers in that one also. I think as Rodgers said last year, he owns Chicago, so we'll see what happens. So, right, Cape, I know we got the NASCAR show tomorrow at noon because tomorrow's a night race, but what do you got going? I know, mate, you've been on fire. I've seen, you've been sweeping days left and right. What do you got going on over at the PickAdvisors?
Yeah, we've been doing. I'm sticking with baseball. So I have plays all over the place actually this week or today. Tomorrow I have a bunch of college plays in. I'll have some more in. I actually had a UFC play, but it got canceled, the match. Sunday I'll have NFL, and I just keep cashing tickets.
That's what it's all about. All right, right, Cape, your two games for us Sunday.
Yeah. So I'm taking the Saints +2.5 and the Bengals -7.
All right, sounds good. AM, what do you got going over at PickAdvisor?
Yeah, so I got a bunch of college plays up for tomorrow. You can get my non-conference game of the month there. I got some NFL up for Sunday. You can get my divisional game of the month. And I'll probably have some soccer plays up as well. I'm going to be posting that right after the show. So you can get my Premier League game of the month for tomorrow morning, bright and early, 7 a.m. So might as well wake up and see some cash in your bag.
That sounds good. That's what I was like, waking up with cash in my bag. All right. So AM, your 2 games for Sunday.
So I'm on the Jets plus 6.5 against the Cleveland Browns, and I'm on the LA Rams minus 10 against the Atlanta Falcons.
All right. Bowser. I know you're few and far between with your plays, but what do you got anything going this weekend at the PickAdvisors?
Nothing with PickAdvisor this week. Unfortunately, family weddings, you know how they kind of get in the way. But I do. Yeah. I mean, I have a couple that I put in earlier this week. So we'll go ahead, but just need to get done with all of these vacations, these holiday weekends, all of that stuff, and then we can get to the grind. So
there you go. And your 2 plays for Sunday.
Yep, Bengals minus 7, and then the Packers minus 10. Those are my 2 plays for Sunday.
All right. Very good. All right. Like always, check out the Discord room. I mean, these guys are always dropping free plays in there left and right. Check them out at PickAdvisors. I mean, AM covers soccer and all the other sports. We got Ray Cave doing his thing. Bowser, when tennis starts picking up again, we'll probably have his tennis plays in there and whatever other plays he puts in there. Well, lots of good stuff there. Lots of good free stuff in the Discord. The shows are starting to be cranked out here. We'll be doing this probably every Friday. We got the college football show on Thursday. Rise prop show on Friday. I'm sure Bowser likes his player props. So he'll probably be dropping in on that show in the coming weeks.
He's who I usually do with.
Yeah, so he can pop in the coming weeks.
Next. Yeah, consistently. It just hasn't worked out the first 2 weeks. A couple, scheduling that hammered out. We'll be doing top of the props every week moving forward.
All right, yeah, no problem. And then, and I think if everything goes right, I know we got a couple of people up for it Friday. I think we'll go back to where this whole thing started and do it a Friday or Monday night live show, or get some free some in-game action going and just talk about the game and just have a little bit of fun while the Monday night game's going on. So check that out in the PickAdvisor YouTube page or wherever you catch the PickAdvisor from. So, as always, every time I have Right Cape on, I always let him close out the show. Right Cape.
Let's cash some tickets.
Cash some tickets. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you next week. Have a good one and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.